actually cast native matches, but this time it's a bit of NW. And joining me, it is a he does a bit of ASMR on the mic at NWWC, but also apparently a top 10 player. I haven't seen that yet, but here he is. It's
Used to be.
golden. Yeah,
Used
he
to be
used to
top
be.
10.
Yeah, he used to be.
Yeah,
So
this is the role I'm in now. I'm casting no guys.
yeah,
No player.
he's exactly. He's actually bunning off
Uh,
his entire career
yeah,
for the casting with me, of course. He's going to be
exactly.
the
I'm joining Mash the Day desk.
the main co-caster. So we have Legends versus Amaterasu. So this is EGS Season 2. It is the sixth tournament, and it's a 7v7 format. So it's the final tournament of the qualifiers before the grand tournament, which I think is next weekend. And Legends actually, I'd probably say need this. I think if they come second, they still manage to get in the top 8. But it's always nice to have a win. And we saw a similar matchup in the previous tournament. It was a 6v6, and it was Legends versus Amaterasu. Amaterasu won 10-6, so maybe they can come back and do something. But yeah, tell me a bit about the teams, Golden. You know all these players more than
I
I
mean,
do.
Legends aren't looking too great today. I think they're missing their star player else, so it's going to be a tough one for them. Ratsu of always looking strong as fuck, so this is going to be really tough for Legends, I think.
Would you say Amaterasu's roster prior to the EGS Season 2 on paper was filled with potentially rising stars? Nowadays obviously they're known as like really good players throughout the EGS. But would you say Amaterasu on paper originally were potentially worse than maybe Proud Boys and Pussy before entering EGS Season 2?
Maybe on paper, but we haven't actually seen any of them play properly. I mean,
Yeah.
take Achilles for instance, or Jacob, and or Jakob, sorry, they're all in like kind of crap teams before this
Yeah.
season. So I think they just needed to find their footing and find their teammates, because previously we just saw them playing with, I don't even know what teams they were in, but they weren't very good.
I think it
Snappers
was
and like,
Akatsuki was the
yeah,
team they were in prior.
exactly.
Yeah.
They were doing well in it, but no, they just didn't really have the ability, the movement, the freedom to kind of do what they wanted to do, and that's what Zane's allowed them to do in this team.
I do remember actually. There was a Python Invitational tournament, which I think Achilles and Jacob
Yes,
won as well.
I was
I
in
don't
that team with
can't
them.
were you? So you kind of know a little bit about how they play potentially, since that was at least probably about 6 months
Yeah,
ago now, right?
I could tell they were
Um,
pretty good even then. So it was just a case of them finding a team. It's a bit like Proud Boys or Chimps or any of these teams. They kind of, a lot of players that were kind of good individually, and then you make a team, put them all together, and it proves to be one of the best. And obviously you've got like already top players in there, and Zayden just pulling it along and just doing a pretty damn good
Higgin,
job at it as well.
yeah.
Yeah, you can as well. So yeah, I think this will be I think this is going to be a slam to Amaterasu, but
Like in the previous
it's
tournament, the 10
yeah.
6 comfortable win. Because
I'm not really seeing anything in Legends. I mean, I want to speak about them in a good light, but I really don't see anything good about them.
I think they've got some top French
It's
players, some old boys. I mean,
it's a
Drake hasn't really been
classic,
performing well, but
yeah, it's a classic old, OG French team. So you got
yeah,
X-Stars, you got Drake,
with
just
some
like French
strange
took,
additions, isn't it?
just like French took 6 years ago. Um, and then some native players for whatever reason. I mean, it just
Yeah.
looks poor all around. It really does. I mean, how they're in the final, I'm not sure either, to be honest. But whatever.
Pussy, I think joking a little bit too much potentially. This is one that's probably not here today. I
Mm.
know obviously they have some issues actually in this tournament specifically
I
where
think Pussy is again another dying team. We've got missing a lot of their star players. Well, missing Baggins. They're playing, in my opinion, a lot of their weaker players who aren't even playing the game consistently anymore. So, yeah, they're definitely a shadow of their former selves.
and there we are. I think we're going to be going soon, but yeah, wish teams obviously both the best of luck. After the 10-6 stomp in the previous tournament, what's going to happen is probably something similar, right? Amaterasu actually have really good depth, but Legends, they're starting to play the players which haven't really got much experience, like Maximu, who really, he doesn't have much experience in NW. Gibby doesn't really have too much experience. I know he's been in plenty of teams before, but in terms of the other players within the team,
Mm.
like Shady,
Yeah,
Extaz, Else, these players are on another tier.
yeah. I
Um,
mean, the Brave and Drake have been consistently performing bad for a
yeah,
couple of years now, which doesn't bode well for this team. Looks like we're going to be starting off with the classic as well, Chucks for Achilles flank and a Red and Hegan flank, with a Xenon holding down middle and a Jakob and Zayden round. That means a very, very standard Amaterasu starting lineup. Not sure what Legends are going to be doing about that. Not really much they can do. I mean, Maximu is going to be playing, I think, second him again. But that's probably going to be quite weak with Clash. That's quite untested as well. We haven't really seen Maximu and Clash play together much.
It is a bit rogue though, seeing potentially Steinman, who is a wall player, downstab wall player, not being played over potentially like Red. And I know Red's a good player, but I don't really see him on wall that often. Maybe.
I think this is a really good lineup from Amaterasu.
Really?
I mean, it's just the consistency across the lineup. You've got people, these flanks are just perfect, really. I mean, Red and Hegan flank, they've played together for ages. They've come really close in 2v2 and 3v3 tournaments. Same with Achilles Drugs have played together for ages now. Know each other really well. This middle as well, this pivot with Xenon just being passive is going to be very nice for Zayden.
And here we go.
Jakob.
It's starting. 7v7, we've got a nice little push on this right side from Amaterasu. Jacob getting a nice little pick on XS with a teabag on that third in. And it was a nice trade there on Achilles. Yeah, so far. I'd probably say Amaterasu are putting a lot more pressure, but now the pressure is obviously returning after the pick on Jacob. Xenon going for a couple of stabs here. And again, they're now rotating on this left, which is good. They don't really want to go into a corner here. So yeah, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, Maximu's not showing any... Not wavering at all there. Just going straight for him. 2 picks, nice. Good from him.
Native players, you see,
not
they W key in.
Right, making a lunge. That's kind of risky here.
Oh, that was very risky, very risky. I'm surprised they didn't get the hit there on Zayden, considering he was literally between 3 people. Someone could have at least gone for a little rogue stab. But a nice little hit there on, who's that second in? Higan. And there we go, a pick from Maximu onto Xenon. Maybe a top 10 player, who knows. Gibby getting a pick on Higan. It's the native players ending this round. Drake getting the kill. Shady. Drake with a double at the end. So yeah, native players, wildcards. They just go in.
Weakest, yeah, it looks like Legends' weakest player stepped up that round. Maximum making 3 kills, which is really well. That was kind of unbelievable, actually.
I kicked Lich Fietta so hard in the group stages. Yeah, of course you did.
My guess would be that was purely on Maximo just not falling at all for the feints. I mean, Amaterasu used a lot of feints. And I think Maximo just went for him, just stabbed.
Maximo has seen it all before. I mean, he feints a lot in native, so scary feints from NW wouldn't phase him. He'll block that any day of the week. And why don't I see yellow muskets? You don't, because I don't cheat. That's just pretty much how it is. Stay behind the white line. Okay.
Same positions.
So here we go. Another round. Don't really know where it's going.
I think Zane's going to go for an early lunge here.
So they're going really aggressive on this left, actually, with Higan and Red. Going quite aggressive. A nice pick there in middle. Xenon getting a pick on Drake. Zayden getting a pick on Else. The Brave returning there on Red. And there we go. Quite a nice little stomp that round.
Yeah, using Xenon perfectly as that little pivot in the middle there, just to hold them. Allowed Zayden to get a nice side stab on him.
So now it's 1-1.
He's going to have to be careful of that.
Fiona, you're my favourite streamer. Cheers.
If Exos swap soon, it might be better for them. I'm not sure. He's always kind of struggled against Jakob from what I've seen. Even in Chimps, Jakob played a couple of rounds and actually first picked Exos in the final. And he was playing for Litost. That was one of the first EGS season.
I think one day, Golden, I'll allow you to read me a bedtime story.
There we go, look at that. And
anyways,
I called it. Access has swapped over to Zayden now.
They are going quite aggressive on this right here again. I think it's because Achilles and Jacob, they're quite aggressive players and they play really well together. And there we go on that right flank. You have Chuckster trading a few hits. Nice couple of picks there from Legends on Zen and Higan. There we go. It's really quick rounds. And there you go. It's a 3v5. Legends getting more of the picks here. Everyone kind of trading rounds there. Pushing on this right. Oh, Gibby getting a nice stab on Achilles there. Achilles went nice and deep, but someone had to play the game. And yeah, he just got picked. Again, it is pretty quick as well. I didn't expect it to be this quick.
He's playing very well as well. Surprisingly, he's really capitalising on those stuns in the middle.
Yeah.
Doesn't usually do that. He usually just holds a side block and dies, but he's not doing that now.
Or he backs off across the map at spawn, yeah, something like that. But basically, like in the 6v6 finals, these have been much quicker than the Pussy matches because I think both teams are very aggressive. Legends especially, you know, they have the native players. They're pretty much just W keying in, something that you don't entirely see when you see, you know, Pussy versus. I know you see Pussy play aggressive, but it's a different sort of aggressive. You know, they're still playing smart. Legends wouldn't really, you know, say they're playing smart. They're just playing themselves. They're just going in. Nice doing a little switch there in the middle. So Xenon in mid, very you know, stationary player.
Lunge a bit there.
Nice little kill there on the right by Chuckster. Oh, there we
He's
go.
gonna
They're pushing
hold.
really hard on that right. They're going to hold that 2v1, and there we go. We're getting picks on the left and right, and a 2v1 on that left side. LeBrave.
Just snowballing. Just snowballing.
Achilles with a double kill. If I had the native thing here, it would say Achilles double kill, but unfortunately we don't actually have a streamer mod here. If you guys don't know, I'll also probably be casting for EGS Season 3, and it'll have a little bit more, you know, interesting things. We'll have potentially a splash screen of some form or an overlay, alongside better co-casters than Golden, and you know, no, I'm only kidding.
Best in the game, man.
Also have that that other cheating mod thing to see people's HPs. Yeah, I'll do that as well. So the score currently is, what's the score? What did we score?
2-1 to Amaterasu.
2-2. Thank you.
2-2.
Right,
Okay,
yeah,
good man.
2-2. And here we go, we're going again.
Oh, the Brave getting absolutely
Nice little mid
destroyed
pick there. It's so loose. We see people just going all around the place because we have that loose mid there from Amaterasu. Zayden getting a triple pick. Chuckster. That was... I was too busy changing the...
Legends need to change this. The Brave is just throwing on this wall. The Brave and Gibby. Terrible performance from them so far. Brave is getting caught.
Oh,
in this
thanks for the 5 gifted subs. Oh, that's bank. I could actually potentially feed my family. So cheers for that. Actually, I appreciate it, of course. Do that more. Actually, Max my best player. Cheers. No, of course. But yeah, rounds very quick. Came to expect that again.
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
6v6 tournament lasted, you know, less than, you know, like 45 minutes. Actually, wasn't that long. It was pretty quick.
They're changing the lineup now again. By the looks of it, the Brave and Gibby flank was not working.
It's because, to be honest, I think, you know, that's quite a weak flank. Probably need to strengthen it a little bit.
The Brave is, yeah, if you know
The Brave
there,
now
you
on
can-
wall
you
with
can pick 'em.
Else,
With Clash.
with Clash. I don't know why they're using these names, but there we are.
But Drake is now going to take second in on the left, so that'll be interesting. He's picking out third.
Sub
here
me as well. There we go, another round. Could go either way. I mean, rounds are kind of swapping here and there. It's 3-2 currently to Amaterasu. And they go on that right again, pushing pretty hard from Amaterasu.
Loads of stabs going off on the left as well.
Yeah, and there we go. Maybe
Aiden with
Clash a little bit too far forward.
Brave trading though. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Extaz needs to watch his back.
And then we got a really aggressive middle here. Jacob just going straight into the pick for Shady, but didn't manage to get it. Got poked. And they're back at the spawn. Legends being pressured.
Extaz taking 3 stabs now this round.
They have to get out. I mean, they're probably going to try and ball up and do something here, but I don't know why they went into the corner.
Ooh.
Yes, nice. Maximu getting a kill on Achilles, just going in. Again, native players, they don't care.
Yeah, just don't wait around.
Jacob getting the, yeah, Jacob and Chuckster getting the picks, but then Shady coming back, killing Chuckster. Now it's a
Even, but they are
4v4.
now.
We see
Nice.
Pussy do really well in these scenarios, actually. Some of them Amaterasu don't really know how Legends will cope with this, but it seems to go okay. Nice little trade there. It's now a 3v3. They're trying to break out, going really aggressive. It's going a bit loose now in the middle. And there we go. A couple of double down stabs there, and it got the kill. And here we go. It's now a 2v1 versus Legend Gibby. He is a native player. Can a native players come? Oh, nice little kick there. And he couldn't block. 2 kills there from Jacob. Fantastic play there.
Poor from Shady in that 3v3.
Yeah, he kind of just... I don't know what he was doing.
Anticipated Zayden to spam there.
Yeah, it was just a double down stab.
Yeah, it was poor, very poor.
So we go
He could have
another...
hit his chamber, but didn't. That was unfortunate.
So now it's 4-2 to Amaterasu.
Seems like Shady and Extaz need to take a page out of Drake's and Maximus book.
Oh no,
They
not that
need to,
book.
you know, No, seriously, I mean, what they're doing is very good here. They're just going in, they're just lunging. They're just going
Yeah,
for
considering Drake is normally
Achilles.
quite the passive player anyway. Like if you saw the finals of the previous tournament, Drake is the sort of the one that's kind of backing off, waiting, going aggressive with maximum. Maybe it's a Terragio that could wipe them out. Who knows? But here we go. On this
Oh,
right, we
well
have a
played from
nice little
Exodus.
exercise kill on Xenon there
Nice
in
timing
middle.
switch. Can you capitalize on this at all? No.
Really loose there from Jacob. Just
Yeah. Yeah, a little overzealous there, I think, in middle.
yeah. So I think yeah, they're going to be pushing the right now to basically reintroduce
Good
the
from
pressure,
Exodus
and there
there.
we go. A nice little trade there on Maximu and Zayden.
Just waiting for Zayn to lunge.
So this is the classic carousel or windmill effect that you find in most high competition play. And there we go. It's a 4v4. Nice little trade there. The cool thing about these rounds is that there's always trading. You know what I mean? And there we go. There we go. See,
Nice. Shady
another
was waiting for
trade.
that.
Another
He's
trade.
just waiting for it.
Thank you for another 5
Gotta
gifted
help him.
subs.
No, good blocking from Clash.
Nice little mid pick there from Achilles. And there we go. A 2v1
Drake
on
has
this
left
left.
him.
There we go. Jacob getting the kill on Else or Clash.
Oh, that was 2014 Drake we just saw.
And there we go. Jacob again. Always surviving last. Always getting the final picks, which is what we love to see. Very important as well. What we do see a lot of is a lot of trading, which is pretty much the entire match. It's we had some stomps at the beginning, but
Achilles
now,
really took his time that round. Played it well.
wait, are you complimenting Achilles? Is that something that is
I'm
normal?
just. I only state facts.
Indeed. Well, I'm sure you'll love to hear that. And there we go. We need some heals. Jacob and Achilles. Well, where's the heals? Avoidable. Get on it. What are you doing?
In the same lineup. On Legend side, was it 5-2 now?
Achilles and Jacob are world class. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I suppose. High Reaper is world class too. That's debatable. But yeah, keep the chat up, boys. I'm sure I'll read some of them out if I'm not lazy. There we go.
Same lineup all around. I mean, I'm just expecting again, Jacob and Achilles just to go in, make these picks. I mean, they're really patient, especially in rotation.
They're
Very
patient, but they're also quite aggressive. So they're not. I think they're just trying to force a bit of pressure on this right side.
They're looking for the right time to start.
Yeah, exactly.
They know when you're not
Yeah.
looking.
Amaterasu coach.
Do really need to see Shady and Exos start stepping up now. Not sure Exos against Xenon is the best in Trent middle. I would have expected to play maybe even Exos flank, aggressive. That used to work quite well. We haven't seen it yet.
And here we go.
starting
Xenon
to build the
going quite aggressive. That's not really a Xenon strat. Waiting for the right time to get that pick in middle. He's putting a lot of pressure. Ooh, Gibby just going straight into Zayden there, and there we go. Exaz getting the kill on Xenon. Now the 2 mid players are gone. They're going to try and do something on this right flank, but there we go. They managed to kind of wrap around them here on the right with Drake. We have a 2v2 on that right. 2v1. But I think the round's going to go straight to Legend there. Shady with a lovely double kill.
That was a mistake from Amaterasu there. You could see Xenon and Zayn were trying to get 2v1, but they're both doing the wrong stab. A little bit too long looking at the guy, and then Gibby came over and just took him out.
Yeah. No pressure on the native players. They when they see it, they just do it instead of waiting. Just blocking, being a bit safe. Just went straight for that pick.
Not sure if Zayn saw him, if he was trying to bait him.
Yeah, I think it was probably a bait. Yeah, but missed just forgot to release. But so far, Amaterasu doing alright, still winning 5-3 now. For Amaterasu.
Red's not having a great game so far. He's been picked and traded a few times now. I think he's been told to play passive-ish, or with this he can think.
Legend clashed by Else. 0-7. Not performing to a satisfactory standard. Is it first to 10? It's actually, indeed,
surprising to see Drake on top in the final.
Surprising to see Drake on top of the final. Exactly. Higgin, lovely. Higgin always performing well. Played really solid in this EGS Season 2. And he's continuously been playing solid all the way around. And again, the pressure Amaterasu are giving on Legend is, backing them off onto the side here, giving them the upper hand. So they're just going to kind of trade some hits here. Back them off into a corner.
This is okay for them.
I think they're going to try and throw out some rogue stabs here to try and get out, but
Middle's not the place to go, Extaz. Don't do it. It was very bad there.
Oh, a lovely pick.
He went for middle
Xenon just went straight in. Achilles getting the pick on Maximu. They're now caving in. A nice little trade there from Gibby on red. It's now a 5v4. They're pushing on that left side. Gibby the double kill. Chuckster taking out Drake. It's now a 3v4. They could still easily win this.
Might not be enough.
Might not be enough. But they do have, I don't know who's left standing, some good players, I suppose. Oh, Gibby just going straight in then. Kind of, yeah, that was a bit rogue. Same with the double kill there and the last kill on Gibby. Gibby kind of like went in, but then hesitated, then almost blocked Shady in the middle there, and kind of,
it was kind of Extaz there trying to do a downstab lunge in middle there, which was just leaving him open.
Higgin the greatest, underestimated. Higgin is a fantastic player. I'll probably say if we talk about players though, Fieda is an S tier player. Golden, not so much actually. Probably about a
not
B
having
tier.
anyone to swap in here is not helping with Clash. He's definitely having a bad game. Amaterasu, of course, have Stuyven and Spec. Wouldn't be a bad swap in for red right now.
Right, let me quickly change the score. I have to do this all manually in Rogue because it's a bit ghetto at the moment.
I think Legends had else this match. We might be seeing a very different scoreline. Very different scoreline.
Yeah, Else been performing really well anyway. Probably would have got the tournament MVP for Pussy, but he wasn't in the team. He was an emergency sub. Then he did. I think he did. He get tournament MVP? Yeah, I think he did, didn't he? For Legend that one time.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see some changes again.
Legend's got a pretty dog team. So many easy picks.
Going flank with the Brave.
The an easy pick.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah. I said that from the start. Legends team is poor.
Yeah, I mean they're playing native players in their 7v7 lineup. I mean that's I mean they're playing well.
Amaterasu are just a world class team, and Legends are nowhere near that. But there's actually no one in this tournament that really kind of levels Amaterasu at the moment. It's a bit of a stack.
I would probably say Pussy have done. It's just they've been choking. For sure, I think Pussy undoubtedly rivals Amaterasu, but unfortunately, even though sometimes they've been up, they
even
also choke.
Lacking players.
True, especially in this tournament, but in the previous ones, they're not too bad. And here we go, another round, 6-3 to Amaterasu. It is a first to 10. They're pushing really hard on this right here, quite loose. And there we go, a nice pick from Chuckster on Drake, but then a trade by the Brave on Higgin.
Brave Shady flank.
Oh, there we go, pushing really hard. Nice little pick there at those 8 on Extaz. He's now
failing. Very bad for Chuckster.
And there we go. Jacob getting a kill on Gibby, but it's not enough. It's a 4v1, and yeah, he goes down.
Good blocking from Maximu in that round. Survived multiple attacks there. And made a team kill. So that was good. Playing well this match. Ash still yet to make a kill.
Yeah, he doesn't need kills. He's a support player. He gets the shit hits in, and then lets other people take the kills. You see, native players, yeah. So native players are currently playing in the finals of a EGS tournament in NW. Who would have guessed? Maximu and Gibby. Usually, I think Maximu wouldn't really play, but Maximu has been W keying, getting some picks.
I think their playstyle is definitely throwing them off.
Yeah, wild cards, aren't they? I did say this in the previous 6v6 tournament where, if you have a native player in, they know how to block, they know how to sort of attack. They don't really know much about the tech, but they're against the meta, aren't they? So they're not playing like the meta players, so they're going to go in for these rogue stabs. They've probably got a completely different playstyle to what the meta normally has. Fast fades and stuff like that.
Experience against native playstyles.
Yeah, exactly. On the left, I think they're playing a little bit defense on this left, but they are still Higgin trying to still, go for a few little rogue stabs.
Lunging.
The middle potentially overextending here from the Amaterasu lot. There we go. Potentially side stab. There we go. Perfect. We saw it. So again, overextending in that mid.
So
now it's
TZO. Leaving his teammate and then his teammate die.
So they should probably start going they're allowing them to push around on this right here.
Maximo
Yet
is
they
just
could have
blocking.
just
He's just holding. It's interesting. Okay. Even.
nice little side stab there. Maybe a little bit too loose from Gibby. Gibby trying to get these picks in, but
Really pushing this right. They're going to go left maybe at some point. No, still going right.
potentially trying to get them in the corner. But they do love the little rotations. The NW special. A nice pick from Gibby on Jacob there.
Just going in.
Just going in. That's all that needs to be done. I'm getting a bit dizzy, so I'll just keep the camera stationary. So a nice pick there on Gibby. Maximo getting the pick on Achilles. So here we go. It's now a 3v5. They could still bring this back, but Legends looking quite strong in this round, actually. The Brave getting a nice little pick on
This is odd,
Higgin.
really. Amaterasu really showing their inexperience this match against these native playstars. Just not blocking, apparently.
Couple of rogue stabs, straight stabs, and that's enough, clearly. Oh, a nice little pick there from Zayden, but LeBrave getting the double kill on Zayden and Chuck, so now it's 1v4. The Brave with the triple kill.
80-something on Chuck's list, and Chuck's has been dying to him a lot, so that's interesting.
Maybe Chuckster overrated, question mark, who knows. And there we are, a 6-5. Chuckster has been playing pretty well on that wall, though, getting the first picks usually, but obviously falling short towards the end of the round. They are try-harding, leave them alone. Xenon actually practices technique on Nord Invasion, does he? Well, Nord Invasion, I would say, is probably one of the best ways of practicing your technique. Or Ludus.
To change their lineup after this. I would have changed it, but still the same lineup. I feel like Zayden might make a little bit of a mistake here by not changing anything. But he is changing something now. But Higgin third in.
What about NW players? NW players should be outperforming native players. So the reason we talk a lot about native players is because they're outperforming them, which is kind of you wouldn't really see often, if at all. And on this left, I guess.
Ooh,
a TK there on Zayden.
Red
it's a
is
bit
having
rogue.
a very bad game. He's now 0-9.
Now it's a 2v3 on this left, but they can still play. Oh, and there we go, a 1v3. Exas with a double kill.
Well.
This is not looking pretty for Amaterasu. Oh, and there we go. Gibby getting the pick, and now it's a 2v6.
There we go. Red has gone spec, and it looks like
Gibby with a double kill. Maximo taking the last kill on Achilles there. And yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's now a 6-6.
Yep, here comes Steinman, so this is going to change the lineup a little bit more now.
Potentially putting... Yeah, I think...
quite a lot there.
Red, obviously, in my personal opinion, not that I know too much about NW, I probably would have put Steinman in anyway at first, because he is a really good Swedish sort of wall player down stab, and is quite reputable.
Red is arguably the more skilled player, but he's definitely choking in finals. He has choked in finals before, and he's doing it again today.
Zayden's speech when that'll come soon. Make golden louder. Only if you. I actually can't. Give me a second.
I'm louder now.
There you go. Now he's louder. I'll put him a couple more decibels on TS as well. He should be louder.
Yeah, so it's not much of a change other than Red out, now Steinman on that wall. See if that makes a difference this round. Exci's looking for a kill in the middle, he's not finding it.
Nice pick from Jacob on Drake. I mean, Drake, too busy side blocking.
Clash not really holding his guy there, though.
Not ideal. Chongy curse, yeah.
This is poor.
Zayden getting a pick on the Brave. Oh, that was a long pick, but it was a good one from Jacob. Jacob getting a nice little pick there on Clash, and boom, it's over. Gibby obviously getting a kill on Higgin, but that's not enough, of course. And there we are. Right.
They might need to change Clash out of this third position if he's letting his guy go like that. Again, no available swaps for Legends. This is going to be tough for them to keep going.
So it's a 7-6 lead for Amaterasu.
Shelly the Brave flank actually working.
Well, they call themselves a legend. The only legends are Paolo's. Everyone knows it. Yeah, I hope they did get permission from Paolo. I did right when they signed up the team. Because Paolo's legend was another tier. Not as good as Unity, though, obviously.
And here we go. 7-6. Very close now.
A nice pick,
Oof.
Extaz on Higgin there. I don't know why Higgin was third in. I think he was playing fine where he was before, but there we are. Extaz with a nice little double kill. They're now backing off into a corner. Steinman getting the kill on Shady.
Not sure what Achilles is thinking now.
He went straight in. Not ideal. There we go. We got a nice 3v2 on this left. There we go. A kill. Gibby getting a double kill. Maximum getting a kill. And here we go. It is now one. Steinman still alive. And the Brave take him out.
Move away from Shady. He is getting absolutely shut down on the second in position at the moment. I think he might move this round. We'll see. 7-7 now. This is unexpected.
Yeah, in the 6v6 tournament it was 10-6, but yeah, not too bad.
Stacking up the kills here as well. Two of the arguably the weakest players on their lineup. Probably arguably the weakest player on the server right now, including Spec. So this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be very funny if we see an upset here. I
think Amaterasu have been in these sort of situations before with Pussy, but managed to bring it back. Amaterasu actually played really well under pressure.
Zayden been very stubborn though. He's not changing much at all. He's going to keep himself in front of Shady. See if Extaz capitalizes on this again. Then I'm lunging in the middle, that's interesting.
Spectating Extaz, see what he's going to do. A nice side stab, there we go.
Again, Zayden just should have moved. Clash getting his first kill of the game.
Maybe potentially many more to come, who knows. So yeah, now they're backed off into a corner. But potentially, yeah, see what happens. Will they get out? Probably not.
Maximum and Gibby probably going to lunge at some point here.
Oh, definitely. You'll see them lunge in a couple seconds. Got a couple of lunges there, but no kills. Zayden and Higgin getting a kill on Shady and Gibby. Oh! Potentially they could break out.
It's even now. Oh!
The Brave killing Zayden. Oh, a nice little hit there on that left. I think Steinman is in quite a terrible position, but there he goes. A nice kill from Drake on Chuckster. Drake with a double kill.
Maximo holding his guy, but dying.
Here we go, a 1v3. Jacob, he is a new rising star, a new gen top player. And of course he's going to win this. Of course. Watch him go, watch him go. There we go, he died by Drake.
That was underwhelming.
That was very underwhelming. We expected some finesse. Some beautiful play, but instead we got a shit backstab.
This is really on the lineup now. Zayden needs to change this.
So now it is 8-7 to Legends. That's a turn of events. It was 6-3 up for Amaterasu, but now it is 8-7 to Legends. It's a bit strange. I don't know what Amaterasu are doing, considering they played so strong throughout the tournament, but now they're dropping off. Maybe 7v7 just isn't their format.
It's stubbornness from Zayden at this point. He needs to change what he's doing. He needs to move himself about. Can't be locked down by Shady like this.
The only time...
Twice in a row he's let Extaz run around and get 2 kills now. Can't let that happen again.
Amaterasu actually losing the previous 7v7 tournament against Pussy, so maybe something wrong with this lineup. Need to do something. Change something up.
Bit of a cursed format for them, maybe.
Yeah, it seems like it. They might still pull through, of course. It's only 8-7, but it's getting close.
And like we said from the start, this is a poor Legends team. This is weak, and they are really, really outperforming today. I mean, this is...
The Brave, yeah, it's surprising because the weaker players in Legends are actually performing better than the stronger players. I don't know if they've been given something to help with that. HBX, I seen your stream, Gibby. I know you have the HP mod.
Zayden's making some changes now, it looks like.
About time, I think. After losing, I think 4 rounds in a row, or 5 rounds in a row.
Directly against Gibby. That should probably fare well for him. Xenon's now going to play flank against Shady. That's going to be a wall against a wall.
Going against Gibby would be pretty good, because even though basically Zayden will know that Gibby's going to go probably for a rogue stab and probably range it. I mean, you know, Zayden is pretty competent in them sort of things. Good with the timing. But potentially Gibby is looking for that pick, actually. He's playing well.
Ooh, good pick.
And there we go, nice pick. And the teabag. From
And
Jacob.
toxic from Jakob.
Yeah, we don't like to see that. No toxicity. 45th M, we don't appreciate toxicity, of course.
Especially on their weakest player.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the most impressive pick, but...
Pick nonetheless, they need it. So there we go, now it's a 7v6. And I just kind of get this rotation on this right here, yeah.
They're trying to cut them off, splitting them up.
I don't know what's going really... I don't know what Zane's trying to do here.
XS just left, I don't know what he's going. Have you won here? The Brave
Oh, there we go.
Shady
Shady getting a kill on Xenon. Xenon kind of always getting sidestabbed. Like, he's not really thinking about where he is. His positioning isn't... it's pretty weak, actually, this tournament. Getting sidestabbed, you know, always getting them sort of stabbed. And there we go, Achilles getting the pick on Maximu. It is now 1 up for Amaterasu once again after the trade.
6v5 to Amaterasu. Extras looking for a kill.
This left side is going a bit rogue. Right side kind of walling it out, just backing off. Waiting for something to happen potentially in this mid here. The mid is looking very loose from the Legend side.
He needs to get out of here. He is doing. Oh, a neck baiting extras there from Yaku. No one's really trying anything too much here.
Oh, nice little stab there. Oh, Jacob. Not. Oh, there we go. Not capitalizing on that then. That was a bit strange. But Achilles getting the pick regardless.
Legends
always aware.
Do something now. They're playing a little bit too passive here.
So now it's a 4v6. Still possible.
Don't think Amaterasu are going to make the same mistakes
Ooh,
here.
there we go. That was really nice. That step back then on the by Higgin, allowing saw that he was going to probably try and get picked, so he backed off a little bit, allowed that person to come in, then obviously got sidestepped.
We're all tied up now.
We're all tied up. It is now 8-8, so 8 all. Getting close. Getting close.
Changes they may do. They've been quite good at their swaps so far.
Flank swap Zayden center. Nightwing.
Yeah, Zayden giving a little talk to his guys there about that round. They played that well. They didn't lunge in when they were up one.
Yeah,
they just
it was
in
fun.
rotation. Wait for
the bait, really.
Wait for Drake to make the mistake and then took him out. Looks like we are seeing Clash now going second in. There is a change being made. Drake now versus Jacob. Aggressive on this right. Hippie again going for a...
Oh, lovely from Drake. I did not expect that at all. Drake trying to go for another side stab. Gets the other side stab.
Drake.
How was that not called? How was that not seen?
He has brought his former self back to life.
He is for this one round only.
Max needs to survive.
And now Drake is just wandering around, you know. But there we go. It's now a 5v5.
Legends let their flanks get caught there. That was poor.
Clash just trying to back off as much as possible here.
Yeah.
Oh, potentially caving them in into the side again.
He needs to just block this Achilles lunge. Shady going for a little stab, but that was interesting. Didn't quite get it. And spam Chuckster there. And Legends really letting themselves get cornered here.
Ooh, almost got that stab in there.
Mm-hmm.
And there he goes. Okay, Drake getting hit. Not a kill though. Not a kill. Pattern moment, exactly. Pattern master. Drake, yes. Everyone's read his Bible.
Oh, wow.
Shady.
That was timed. Very well timed. Just waiting for Twitch to drop his block.
Almost.
Clash just needs to survive here.
Very closely. They're trying to push on this right here, but Extaz managing to back off in time. Shady, I think, getting a hit. And there we go. Xenon getting a kill on Gibby. A TK from Legends Drake, the pattern master himself, and there we go. Achilles getting the kill. It was a tumble. That TK
started off well.
started off
Just
well.
ended badly for Drake.
Xenon with the double kill. An absolute stellar
2 picks from
performance.
Drake, and then LeBrave and Maximum both got caught on the flanks.
So,
they were trying to block instead of just running away.
it's now match point for Amaterasu. A very good and close game, actually.
Poor team kill from Drake.
Drake missed the Chongi. Exactly, yeah. You're right. Good final. It is a good final. It's a quick final as well, actually. Usually they take much longer than this. Because, you know, they are playing just really aggressive. It's kind of nice to see, actually. It's not just a waiting game.
Slowed down a bit now.
It has slowed down.
Rounds.
Boring. So yeah, match point. Will Amaterasu keep this up? Get this little pressure going?
Not sure Drake's going to do that again. So. Oh, he's going for it. He's stuck.
Really aggressive on this right here. Jacob just going
X
absolutely
Styles.
ham, but there we go. Higgin getting a kill on X Styles on this left, and we've got Xenon getting a kill on
all
the
be over
Brave. It might all be over. Chucks to get the kill on Shady, and there we go. Is it over? It's now 1v. Yeah, it's over, and there we have it. It's GG's all around, of course. Legend played really well.
They did.
We
Really-
saw some players who you wouldn't really expect to play well actually play really good. Quite surprising, actually. Maybe it's because the amount of rogueness that they have in them. Not too sure. We saw LeBrave play well, actually. We saw Maxwell and Gibby play decently well.
I mean, basically, they barely beat Legends there. That was. I think Zayden was far too stubborn with his lineups and his swaps there. Once he made the changes, he started winning again. So he definitely should have made those earlier. He allowed them way too many rounds. Let's be honest, Legends was on paper a very poor team, so they really played well tonight.
True. All right, let me read some of the comments. But of course, if you don't know, it isn't the end. It's the end for some teams. But now, after this, the top 8 will go through. Obviously, once the bracket is updated, and then we'll see. I think next weekend. I know there's usually a 2-week break, but I think next weekend, the 10th, will be the actual championships. And the championships, if you don't know, involves money. I'm not really sure how much. But it's obviously worth watching.
It's about 1,500.
1,500. I think it's spread across. Is it going to be the top 3 teams, or the top, or is everyone getting money?
I'll interrupt here.
Go on.
There's money for MVP.
Here's
standings,
the Brummy.
Let me have a bit of a say. So for the playoffs, it's going to be the top 4 teams. Not decided yet the actual payout per team. We're going to announce that very soon. But we can say the format's going to be 6v6. So just expect that next Sunday. It's going to be the 8 teams. The format and everything's going to be announced very soon. So, yeah, the MVP standings, we'll have to calculate it, but it looks really close. So we're going to have to just pay attention to it, and then we'll announce that as well. But there is prizes for that as well. And FIFA cards, which are going to be done over the next week or so. So that's all I've got to say.
I could potentially get someone in here for an interview from the Amaterasu lot. Obviously, Golden and Void would have to be here for that. But as a general rule of thumb, make sure you obviously follow my stream. Also, thank Golden for casting. He's much more.
Yeah.
He's known. He knows a lot more about the NW community than I do, and how players are. So it was really nice to have him with his ASMR voice. Could have been a little bit more cheerful though, of course.
It was
but
a surprisingly fun final as well. I really thought there was going to be a stomp, so
yeah.
I watched it.
I did. There was a little bit of complaint talk about the stomp here from Golden before we started, but we saw a quite pleasing end result, I think. Of course, Amaterasu did come out on top. Pussy didn't really have their full lineup for it anyway. And yeah, that's about it really. Voluble, should we get someone in here maybe for a little quick interview? Because now it is for the championships. It's up to you really. I would have obviously organised this before.
Just keep talking. I'll find somebody right now.
All right, fine. I don't know if you have anything to do,
head
Golden. All right.
So thank you for having me. I'll see you later.
All right. See you. Thank you.
Right, we've got Zayden coming right now.
All right. Okay.
That should be cool.
Really nice voice duo. Thank you, Nightwing. You're kind of cute.
I feel like I really balance out with you. I feel like we're a great casting duo. Maybe in the future.
Me and Voluble potentially. I'll get. Of course, you don't want to hear his Brummy accent. You know, maybe we'll give him a little taste. Maybe if I stream one of the League 2 matches, we'll get Voluble involved. What do you think of that? Would you do that, Voluble?
Huh?
Would you cast for like maybe a League 2 for season 3?
Sure.
Just
Finals,
as
yeah?
finals for League Two. Yeah, we could do that.
We can probably do a stream going through the whole tournament. We'll have to see. But Zayden's here now, so you can move him in. And we
All
can
right,
do it
okay.
again.
Let's move him in.
User was moved to your
Hello,
channel.
Zayden. First of all, congratulations on the win. It was quite interesting. I don't think anyone expected Legend to play so well, especially some of the players within Legend. Like Gibby and Maximu. Could you tell us a little bit what happened with those particular players?
Hello, and thank you first of all. Well, I think they play better strategically, than the last time. They played in a more disciplined way. I don't know how. I could not explain it because even without Els and Chibaras, they managed to play that much better with native player. But yeah, it is how it is.
So now that you have won this last tournament, that means you have won 6 or 5 out of the 6 tournaments. How
Yes.
do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel happy. I feel happy for my teammates. I wanna make them shine,
Yeah.
And individually, I feel totally happy too. I think it's not a secret that I deeply care about the competitive part of NW, and I want to be the best and all. So yeah, I feel happy. I feel like I have achieved something.
And
I don't think there is much team who won 5 tournaments in 6 tournaments this last year. So.
And do you think you've got a very strong start going into the championships? Are you gonna bring that synergy and all that you've done straight into the championships and dominate there as well? Are you expecting great things? I mean, we are.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's expecting great things from Amaterasu.
Yeah. I expect my teammate to play at the best level, even better than today and the last tournament. They know how important it is for us to win it, and yeah, I think that's what I like about this team. Me and my teammate, we are on the same degree, of concentration, of focus, of caring about winning. That's your recipe.
A good recipe, clearly, because it's working very well. You have some obviously rising stars. I don't think anyone thought you'll be coming to EGS with I mean, the roster was good, but no one expected it to beat the likes of Pussy or potentially even Proud Boys. But you came out on top. You've done a lot of. I would say you guys have been very calm and collective. You've punished a lot of teams for simple mistakes, much like a lot of the tournaments that you've won are very close. We have seen obviously some chokes from Pussy because you capitalise on their mistakes, and that's something that's really good for your team. So when it comes to Legends, is anything you want to say about that team? Is it are they playing well? Do you expect them to get far? Any particular players that you thought played really well actually, or was a struggle against that you had to switch something up?
Well, what I think about this team first of all is that they are my friend first of all, most of them, but that doesn't change for me. They are soulless stack. They are just people who don't talk together all the time. They are not friends. They don't have good relationship outside of the team. I think it's not a secret that Shady and Drake, or maybe Drake and Els, they are not like the best friend forever. They don't mind each other, but they are not the best friend forever. And I don't have a high opinion in this team in terms of choice, the choice that they made to take Shady, to take people like that. For me, it should have stayed Extase, Els, Drake, and all the people.
But yeah, there we are. Voible, do you have any questions? Oh, keep going. Do you have anything else? Voible, do you have anything?
No, I think you covered all the bases.
All right.
I think it's a great end to the regular season, and we'll just have to wait to see what happens in playoffs.
Yeah, so make sure you all stick around because I probably won't be able to stream the championships, unfortunately, because I won't be here. But EGS Season 3, I'll probably stream them all. And yeah, obviously, you should all be thanking Volleyball for his time and effort that he spent on this tournament, and for obviously the tournaments after it. But any shout outs before we end it here from any of you? Would you like to shout anyone out?
Aston Villa Football Club.
Aston Villa Football Club, I'm sure they're watching. Zen?
I would like to say thanks to the admin team for organizing this Small thing. And volleyball.
I want to say, lastly, I want to say a big shout out to Tennessee, who's making a return for season 3.
10C, that was 10 Commandments. I heard it's a terrible team because I'm not part of it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Make sure you follow. I think we actually had like 20 gifted subs that will actually pay for my next Chinese. So I thank you a lot for that. Maxime, best player. You've outdone yourselves. Anyways, thank you all for watching. And until next time, cheerio.